Just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's an early season divisional matchup in the NFC East between the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. "22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And we are underway from FedEx Field. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On the option left, it's Hurts. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. A good running there by Kamara on first down as he takes this ahead for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Hurts. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Hurts sets up to throw it. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Deebo Samuel. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now Patterson to start the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down. And
the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Hurts throw taken in by Samuel. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Hurts. Pressure comes and down he goes. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack. The number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Mahomes now on 1st down. Pass out left, caught by Woods. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Rashard Higgins from 8 yards out. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Looking to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago, as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Hurts throw taken in by Edwards. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And it's a fumble. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Patterson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On the jet sweep, this is Marshall. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Second and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Bilal Nichols in there to take him down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you
under pressure, and they got to him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Marshall. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson from the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will knot us up at 10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Taken in at the 3. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll be out right at the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he will find his man, Samuel. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Ready? 18
On first down, Hurts. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Seibert's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Running the counter, Patterson. Oh, he's got some breathing. Cordell Patterson. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he will have a Giants first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Kamara up the middle. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Hurts fumbles it. And does Washington have it? They do. Boy, a rough time for a turnover there. They give it away on their first possession of this second half.
And what makes it worse, Brandon, is that they've already given away the lead in this quarter on the touchdown drive a minute ago. Now they run the risk of really falling behind unless their defense can bail them out a little bit. They'll be cheering for them hard from the sidelines.
They'll find Williams on the slant. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Tyson Campbell up to make the stop. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Well, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down. Hurts. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Touchdown, Giants. Travis Kelsey, 29 yards. And the Giants have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Commanders 16. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series, but the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. try to pound it in. Kamara looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Kamara trying again. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class?
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Commanders are right back in this football game.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker, making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense got to stop, force the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 42. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Oh, the sneak, it's Hurts. And he will have a Giants 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Ready? Bronco switch, Bronco switch.
Again, it's Kamara. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. They find some open field here. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra